Peace and love, family. All right, I'm back. This video I said I would talk about mantras, give y'all everything about that. So this video we're gonna be talking about the benefits, history, and science of mantras and mantra chanting. Everything about that. All right, so first I'm gonna start with probably the history. Yeah, the history and the science, and then I'll give y'all the benefits. So starting off, if you like my little necklace, citrine right there, you know, it's really good luck, good at manifesting quickly. If you like the necklaces, you can go to my website, and I got more there. So starting off, just some things about mantras. So you can find some of this information on www.speakingtree.in. All right, Speaking Tree. That's SpeakingTree.in. All right. So people think that mantras have no power, but this is completely incorrect, right? Mantras follow rules as it is a science of vibration. It is a science of vibration. It is actually our feelings that give strength to mantras. But this does not mean that the mantras do not have any power itself. It does, but it needs fuel to run. The mantra is the car, right? The mantra is the car. So what is the fuel? The fuel, or the gasoline, is what they would call Shraddha. What is Shraddha? It's pretty much the concept of faith. So it's pretty much saying the gasoline and the fuel is the faith, right? So in the case of Shreem Brzee, we know that it is foolproof, right? And it will work regardless, you know. But right now we're focusing on the strength, right? The strength of how good it's working, right? So it's gonna work regardless, but there's levels to this shit. So we're gonna figure out how we can maximize the strength of the mantras and the mantra chanting when you're doing it. So you know, we're focusing on the strength of the words and how to boost and increase its power so that you manifest quicker. Now, that's just some things about mantras, right? So I'll go over the history now. And for the history, you can find some of this stuff on potentialsandpossibilities.com. That's potentialsandpossibilities.com. Potentialsandpossibilities.com. All right, now, history and science of mantras. So, sound is said to be the most primordial or ancient manifestation of energy in the cosmos. Even before creation, there existed vibrations which manifested as sound energy, right? Even before creation, there existed vibrations that manifested as sound energy. So, all other forms of energy, including light, heat, hydro, etc., are just different manifestations of sound, right? These vibrations exist all around us. If humans can induce these vibrations within ourselves, we can experience oneness with the cosmos. Chanting mantras is a scientific tool of inducing certain vibrations within oneself to channelize the cosmic energy through our bodies and maximize our potential and expand possibilities. These cosmic vibrations can be heard in the form of sound. However, our minds are so cluttered and scattered that we are unable to perceive these cosmic sounds, right? So during the day and, with our daily life that we live in as humans right now, naturally, we distracted too much and we can't hear these cosmic sounds on the daily like they used to be able to. So when one can cut the clutter from the mind and be perfectly silent, physically and mentally, one can hear them. These inherent sounds of the cosmos are called anahata nada. Sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong, but it's spelled ANAHATANADA. Right? So, the great sages or rishis of the past could get into a state of complete silence, a deep meditative state where there is complete oneness with the object of meditation. So they could get into a very, very deep meditation and stillness and be able to connect back with the source, and connect back with that oneness. In such a state, they could hear these anahatanadas, right? They could hear these cosmic sounds of the universe when they were in that state. These realized souls, these rishis, with their ability to maintain such states for long periods of time, they could hold it for a long period of time, right? They realized that these sounds had very beneficial effects on the body and the mind, right? So during these deep states of meditation, they heard these sounds and they were like, oh, these cosmic sounds of the universe can heal us. So they were then faced with the question, how to make the common man experience these positive benefits of these vibrations and sounds that they experienced themselves, right? They were like, how do we make the common man experience these vibrations, that we experienced? So, a common human being could not achieve that state of perfect silence due to worldly duties and distractions, like I said. So they would never be able to experience the benefits of the cosmic vibrations, just living a regular daily life. But, excuse me. To overcome this obstacle and make the benefits of the cosmic vibrations available to the common man, right? The rishis discovered syllables, which when uttered would induce the same vibrations within one's body. The rishis studied the movement of the lips, of the tongue, contraction and relaxation of the muscles of the voice box, and came up with words which, when pronounced or chanted in a specific manner, would induce these vibrations. So these rishis, these sages way back in the past, they came up with the perfect movement of the lips, tongue, and contraction, and relaxation of the muscles of your voice box and lips. Pretty much they came up with the perfect sounds, the perfect way to move all of these little shits, all these muscles and organs and tissues involved with you saying something in speech and making a sound. They came up with the perfect sound to say, the perfect sounds to say. So, let me say it one more time. The rishis studied the movement of the lips, tongue, contraction, and relaxation of the muscles of the voice box, and came up with words which, when pronounced or chanted in a specific manner, would induce these vibrations. Hence, the chanting of mantras follows a strict procedure of pronunciation, intonation, and breathing, So, Sorry. So, translating a mantra into any language other than its original one takes away its power, right? So if you translate the mantra, if you're taking it out of the original language that it was in, it loses power. So, is there a common mantra that can work for all? Glad you asked. Yes. Om. AUM. Chanting Om induces vibrations in the body that are synchronous with the natural vibrations of the cosmos, thus inducing oneness with the universe. So, chanting Om puts you back at the natural vibration of the universe, pretty much. You're one with the universe. That's why Om is so powerful. All right. Now, that was the history of mantras. Now, I will tell you about mantra chanting. So, the different ways that you can chant and the most powerful way to chant. I will go, there's, how I said, there's different levels to it. I'll go through the 4 different levels, if you will. Now, we give power to mantras from 4 sources. The effectiveness of the mantra depends on the source from which we give power. Or we'll call it, in this case, voltage. Depends on the different type of voltage that you give to the mantra. That depends on how powerful it is. So, this concept of the mind as sound has led Dr. Pillai, actually, to develop a sound called mind sound technology. This technology employs the use of powerful phonemes, might be saying that wrong, or sound frequencies pretty much, to enhance intelligence. So Dr. Pillai came up with the mind sound technology to pretty much enhance your intelligence. So these different sound frequencies create different kinds of intelligence. That's just a sidebar. Now, I'll go over the different chanting types, the 4 different ones, right? So how I said we're gonna say we're talking about it like as in voltage. This one, first type, first level, level 1 is 0 volts. So first type, we'll call it, is casual means, right? If you've seen my videos before, you've probably heard me say this, probably, sound like a broken record, but this is, extremely important information if you're dealing with Shreem, Brzee, or different mantras, So, all right. So for the first type, it's called casual means, and this is chanting the mantra only for namesake, like people that do it for religious practice or because a guru told you to. The meaning of the mantra is not clear to you. If you chant a mantra by understanding its full meaning, it builds up strong waves. Since there is no strong emotion attached, no powerful vibrations are built up and only waste your time. Now, if you're chanting Shreem, Brzee, you're good, because you most likely know something about Shreem, Brzee, which is gonna help it build up some type of waves. It's not just completely wasting your time. You heard about it because it attracts money, so you have some type of belief in how we said the fuel was the faith. That means you have some type of faith in Shreem, Brzee. Like, oh, okay, I see other people saying it works and stuff, so I know what chanting and stuff. I know it should work. So you probably have some type of faith, so y'all are probably fine. But just mantra chanting in general, there's tons of mantras and, different ones that just religious people say. That's mainly what we're talking about on this one, is what, those people at, temples and stuff, you're just saying some stuff just because, that's what y'all do in y'all's religion and stuff. you really don't care and you're really not trying to attract anything or do anything, you know, it's just words to you. So, moving on, that's the first type, 0 volts. It's probably 0.0 something, you know, it's probably not exactly nothing. Something's happening if you're doing it, you know, because, you know, the mantras and sounds and words have their own vibrations and their own, you know, power themselves, but you're not giving any, so it's just extremely low. It's not, you know, technically nothing, but we'll call it 0 volts. Second type, this is called chanting by mind. We'll call this 100 volts, and I'm only using the voltage system so you get an idea of each one compared to the next and how powerful each one compared to the next is. So, second type is called chanting by mind. In this type, you are free of all doubts and you have full faith and you chant regularly. Your mind doesn't wander, but you also don't fully indulge in the mantra. Most people fall into this category. People do get some success this way, but it is very slow and attracts very low intensity vibrations from the universe. So, a lot of people do this, you know, they know a little bit about it, you know, they chant it and, you know, have a little bit of faith and think it might work, but once they run into some hard, you know, some rough patches or whatever, and they, you know, stop doing it, you don't see results or anything, they give up, you know. These are probably those people. It's that category. So, you know, you're chanting it, but you ain't got that much faith, and, you know, it's not building up that stronger waves, but it's building up some waves. So, chanting by mind, second level is 100 volts. Moving on. Third type. This is chanting by heart. This is 1,000 volts. So you see, first type was 0, second was 100. This one is 1,000 volts. So this one is way more powerful. This is when you are, all right, so this is the right type of chanting and gives you good and quick results because you chant the mantra with complete faith and strong emotions. It creates very strong magnetic waves which attract mantra-related energies from the universe quickly. You're chanting by heart. This is the ones out there who's like, oh yeah, nah, it's just another day. I know it works, you know, I have full faith. I know this stuff works. And I'm chanting, you know, and I'm trying to manifest this. I'm trying to track this. I'm serious about it. I write down my mantras all the time, you know, I'm really focused on it, you know. I know I can attract that, and I'm chanting it, and I really have full faith in it, and I believe in it, you know. These are y'all. So that's, you know, pretty powerful, you know. Builds up strong magnetic waves, like I said, and it really attracts the mantra-related energies quickly. Attracts it from the universe quickly, right? Now, the fourth type, it gets even better. It gets even better. This is like next level. This is probably the damn dude sitting on the top of the Himalayas. Yogis, monks, you know. Fourth type, chanting from the pranic/navel center. Chanting from the navel center. This is down here. Chanting from down there, right? The navel center, pranic center, all that prana is, right? In this type of chanting, there is no night, day, hot, cold, hunger, thirst. There is only absolute surrender. You are even willing to give away your life to achieve your desire. Every single cell of your body echoes with this desire only. The energy and vibrations created by this type of chanting are so powerful that no power of the universe can stop you from fulfilling your goal. Powerful stuff. Powerful stuff, right? Let me say that last line one more time. The energy and vibrations created by this type of chanting are so powerful that no power of the universe can stop you from fulfilling your goal. And I think this was the case in, some universal history type deal, shit goes down in the universe. It's really, think of how many planets and galaxies and shit is out there, so I think it was one case where it was a pretty powerful being, but he was negative, and he had gotten hold of a sacred mantra or whatever that built up something, and he was able to harness like a shit ton of energy from like the entire universe, and was building up such strong energy and shit that even like the people that's good and protecting the universe, shit like that, a lot of them beings couldn't even stop him. And you know what I'm saying, it was like some goddamn end game type shit going on, and this dude was just like Thanos building up, he had the right mantra, and he was just going harder than everybody else on it, even the pretty much angelic beings and stuff like that. And they, good is always gonna overcome, but he was able to get get a whole lot of energy and fuck a whole lot of shit up before they stopped him. So yeah, believe that or not, take it how you want, but it's real out here. You know where you at. So mantras are very powerful, to say the least. So some more stuff about mantras, right? Mantra chanting always bears fruit, whether it is done with good feeling or ill feeling. After all, energy can be used by anybody, sage or demon. And that's why I just told you that story, because energy is energy, you know what I'm saying? I can feed myself and, and heal myself with a spoon, nourishing myself and eating some food with it. Or I can kill somebody and stab somebody with a spoon, you know what I'm saying? Might be pretty tough, but all successful people and great people of the world have been chanting mantras from their navel center, though unintentionally. This is what's just been happening. These are the people that are successful that you hear like, oh, go in the mirror every morning. Oh, so-and-so, this millionaire or billionaire, whatever, woke up every morning and looked in the mirror and said, I am successful, I am rich, I am famous, I blah, 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 They know about manifesting, they know about, law of attraction, even though, law of attraction is all out of whack, these days. A lot of that law of attraction stuff is kind of misleading and kind of misinformation, but the people teaching some of it don't even really know that, but that's all another story. You've discovered Shreem Brzee, you're in the right spot, you've surpassed a lot of that BS, so you didn't get caught up in that confusing stuff. So when they're saying those affirmations and stuff all the time, they're chanting from their navel center. It's like clockwork to them. You're not thinking about it. Your body's just like, oh yeah, it's another day, another dollar. I know I'm rich. I know I'm successful, And then boom. Think about how they move now, doing that when they were broke and stuff and just believing in themselves, and then it worked, And now they're rich and famous and stuff. They're like, oh yeah, my body just knows, like, that's what it is. So, they are saying it, with, absolute belief and just absolute knowing, because especially when you're down bad and stuff and you're looking to that, mantra, to that whatever it is, manifestation tool as your only hope, you pretty much, just given up, you've surrendered and just like, man, this has to work. I just believe it will, that kind of helps, that kind of fuels it. So, moving on. So yeah, all successful people have been chanting mantras unintentionally, for years. They never do casual chanting for namesake. And most of them, if they're not doing it unintentionally, then they probably know about it, and they probably, got money and have been able to went to all four corners of the earth looking for people that can help them, attain wealth and da-da-da, and they probably end up giving them mantras, People done went to Dr. Palai and asked him, millionaire was trying to become a billionaire, and he was like, oh, Dr. Palai, what mantra do I need to become a billionaire? Dr. Palai gave him the mantra, and it was billionaire I am, He was like, what? That's it? It's not no Sanskrit language or nothing like that? He was like, no, it's all about intention. The words really don't matter. It's all about intent. So you speak English, billionaire I am. So he did that, and, I'm not sure if it worked or not, but that's just how it works, So, and he gave him that because, that billionaire, he's probably paid a lot of money for that, that information and stuff. So he's damn serious, and they already done got to where they are through, these spiritual secrets and stuff like that. So you can be damn sure he's most likely going to be in a deep state of meditation and chanting it from his navel center. So yeah, it's real out here. Moving on. So that is why we say, God helps those who help themselves, Ask and you shall receive. And that's how, this energy and spiritual stuff works, These energies of the universe, or, beings that help us, can't help us until we ask for help. You can't get energy. I can't, project some healing energy, until I ask for it, unless I was using my own energy, which you don't do. But if I was gonna, project some energy, first off, you gotta, receive some energy, so ask and you shall receive. So there is no predetermined destiny. There's not. There's no fate. There's no, there's no, I couldn't control it. It was gonna happen. No. We create our own destiny. Now, if you've ever been interested or thought about or wondered, or been, ran into time travel, how time travel works is, not time travel, I guess I would say just like future and predicting the future and stuff like that. There's only possible timelines. There's only tons of different possibilities and tons of different possible timelines. And when a psychic is telling you like, oh, they predict, oh, you're gonna, die by suicide when you're, when you're in your 80s, it's kind of like a catch-22 because nothing is set in stone, that's why what's going on with the whole, earth and, the elites and trying to do all this stuff, and I saw these glitches and weird stuff happening because people are playing with, and going back and messing with timelines and stuff. So, because there is no set future, there is no set, because time really doesn't exist. There's just nothing but present, there's just, just continuous present moments, yeah, so even, people that, do and know about time travel and stuff, and in different, sectors of the government and stuff like that, in the military or whatever, that actually do all this stuff, that's kept secret. These time travel people that, when they time travel, they say that the past doesn't even stay the same, because people can go back and and change the past. So when people actually time travel and go back to past and events and stuff like that, they say stuff isn't even the same anymore. Like this major historical event might not have happened. Like you might go back right now and then the Holocaust didn't even happen and shit. And then some time go by, and you time jump again and you go back and then the Holocaust did happen, because the shit's always changing, that's just how the universe works, and space and time, is synonymous, nothing stays the same, the only constant is change. So yeah, so there's just nothing but future possibilities, a bunch of different, timelines that could happen based on the present energy, and energy is always changing. So if a psychic is giving you a reading and they say, yeah, you're gonna die when you're 52 from, you're gonna die by suicide, because you're really depressed right now and you've always been thinking about it. And then just when you're 80, what they're seeing when you're 80, you finally pull that trigger, you know what I'm saying? Well, like I said, it was a catch-22, because once you know that information, you're not that same being going down that same timeline, you know what I'm saying? That person before that reading, before they walked in that psychic, center or whatever and got that reading, was depressed and stuff. It's like, yeah, leading to a path where they were going to ace themselves at 80. And now when you get that information, like, oh, okay, the psychic, you done walked in there, he done told you everything you done ate before you came here, how you woke up and what you done, oh yeah, you walked your dog and all that. You're like, oh shit, okay, this is the real deal. Now you believe, and now that person tells you, yeah, you're going to die when you're 80. So now you're like, oh shit, no, this shit is real. You're going to do everything you can now to prevent that. So now you done changed your future timeline. So you were going to do that, but now it's like, you're going to get to 80 years old and you're going to be like trying to, now in your energy, before you walked in there, you wasn't the person that is now that's going to avoid every handgun. You said I was going to shoot myself in the head. Nigga, I'm avoiding every handgun. I ain't going to, I'm not even thinking about that. I didn't turn my life around. I'm happy now. I'm so you changed it, so that's how that works. So moving on. Every day we unknowingly chant correct or incorrect mantras and create a magnetic field of fortune or misfortune, right? So that's just when you live in your day-to-day life, nothing's staying the same, you're not just at a spiritual plateau. You're either getting better or you're getting worse, So, and you'll be like, oh, why is my life, oh, why am I, losing money? Why am I financially just getting worse and worse? And then this is just your day-to-days. This is what it's talking about. You unknowingly chant the incorrect or correct mantras. You listen to those songs. Oh yeah, I'm broke. I can't. I'm down bad, and da-da-da-da. And you're just singing it. Well, your body doesn't know the difference. When it's hearing that. All it knows is that sound vibration of I'm broke and the intention of what that means, and it's hearing that, absorbing that broke energy. And now you're stuck on you're broke and you've been chanting that vibration and wondering why you in that position, so it's because of this, take control of your mind or someone else will. So mantra chanting is an ordinary human power which has nothing to do with God and destiny, right? This has nothing, it's just science. This is just universal science. You say this word, this vibration is going to reverberate. The universe is going to hear it. You speaking it out. The universe is like, oh, okay, he said he's rich. Let me just bring rich frequencies to him. You know what I'm saying? Oh, he's saying he broke when he keeps saying this rap song, even though that's what this whole industry is made for, to project these frequencies and these vibrations to you, to make you stay in these positions of, poverty and stuff like that, but you singing along with them. Oh yeah, I'm broke, I'm down bad. Yeah, I'm broke, I'm down bad. Can't figure out why I'm sad. Yeah. So don't let them trick you. So, like I said again, mantra chanting is an ordinary human power which has nothing to do with God and destiny. It just is what it is, you know. It's just science. It's just a tool. You can use it for benefit or let it remain dormant and be deprived of its benefits. And now, moving on to the benefits, right? All right. So, benefits of mantra chanting is these vibrations massage the organs, tissues, nerve cells, endocrine glands in your body, resulting in efficient functioning of the body. So it massages the organs, tissues, nerve cells, and your endocrine glands and results in efficient functioning of the body. It improves lung capacity. With regular practice, practitioners experience recession of thoughts. It helps with concentration. It improves concentration. Stresses and tensions are released through mantra chanting. And it calms the mind-body complex. All right, what else does it do? It enhances blood circulation. Sorry, 1 second. Enhances blood circulation, improves gaseous exchange at the cellular level, and rehabilitation of cardiac patients. Oh, sorry, I skipped. Yeah, it enhances the blood circulation and improves gaseous exchange at the cellular level. Now, all right, this is getting into some medical studies and stuff. So, the therapeutic effects of Om chanting, right? AUM, Om, the therapeutic effects of Om chanting, coupled with Shavasana in rehabilitation of cardiac patients, were first documented scientifically by Dr. K.K. Dady of KEM Hospital in Mumbai in 1968. Now, I said, the effects of chanting Om with Shavasana, right, were documented in Mumbai at that hospital in 1968. What is Shavasana? Shavasana, you might be wondering. That just means when you're laying on your back, with your hands out, by your side like this up, and then you got your feet kind of spread, laying on your back with your legs spread and your palms to the sky. Your arms are kind of like by your side and your feet are spread a little bit, feet spread about like shoulder width. They studied the effects of that, in 1968, and that's how they figured all of that stuff out. So they were chanting Om and they were in that position. So, all right. Now, some bonus information. Shreem Brzee, when we're chanting Shreem Brzee, we chant 108 times, right? So, I'll tell you the significance of 108, and why you use that number, right? So, about 5,000 BC, right? 5,000 BC is like 8,000 years ago. Ancient Indians discovered an incredible ratio. They figured out and accurately calculated the diameter of the sun, multiplied 108 times, gives you the distance from the earth to the sun, right? The diameter of the sun multiplied 108 times gives you the distance from the earth to the sun. Figure that out. Correspondingly, the diameter of the moon multiplied 108 times gives you the distance between the earth and the moon. So all of these celestial bodies are 108 measurements of themselves away from Earth, away from us. Not a coincidence, can't be, right? So, therefore, mantras were requested to be repeated 108 times to ward off negative planetary influences that may influence the desired outcome of the prayers. So, they said we gotta chant it 108 times. I'm not sure about why they exactly came up with that, but 108 times to ward off the negative planetary influence, because, obviously when planets are in different positions around, they're doing different things, they're emitting different types of energy. Obviously, about Mercury retrograde, when it's in retrograde, it's emitting that certain type of energy that's, can rile some stuff up, if you're not ready and prepared for it. So, moving on. More 108 facts. Chakras are the intersection of energy lines. There are 108 intersections to form the heart chakra. There are 114 chakras. 2 are out of the body in the aura, and 4 are activated easily and automatically. So minus those 4 and 2, minus those 6, you're left with 108 chakras to work with and make active. 108 main chakras to work with and make active. Indian astrology has 12 houses and 9 planets, right? 12 houses and 9 planets. 12 times 9 is 108. It is believed that if a person calms their mind and only has 108 breaths in a single day, they will reach enlightenment. Boom. 108 breaths in a day, you'll reach enlightenment. Somebody test that out and try that and tell me how enlightenment is. All right, so boom. That's all I got for y'all right now. All right, let's do a quick little Shreem Brzee and we'll get out of here. All right, so let me see. Fun to get our chant on.
Shreem, Brzee.
Shreem Brzee. Shreem Brzee. Shreem Brzee. Shreem Brzee. Shreem Brzee. Shreem Brzee. Shreem Brzee. Shreem Brzee. Shreem Brzee. Shreem Brzee. Shreem Brzee. Shreem Brzee. Shreem Brzee. Shreem Brzee. Shreem Brzee. Shreem Brzee. Shreem Brzee. Shreem Brzee. Shreem Brzee. Shreem Brzee. Shreem Brzee. Shreem Brzee. Shreem Brzee. Shreem Brzee. Shreem, 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 Brzee. All right. Good job, good job. All right, you guys all blissed out like I am. So, hope you guys thought about whatever it is you wanted to manifest, and I'll give you some extra energy and know that it will work. All right, that's all I got for y'all. Thanks for hanging out. Chanting some Shreem Brzees. You know you ain't chanted in a long time. Yeah, I'm talking to you, man. You might as well, hang out for the sesh, Probably try and do this at, end of every video. If you see it the last couple minutes and you don't want to chant, just, turn it off. But yeah, trying to help out, like I said again, and put some extra juice and extra energy out there, extra Shreem Brzee energy, so, people can help themselves, because spiritually, things are speeding up, and some events are about to take place, some major planetary events that we need to prepare for, and, we need money for a lot of things, so why not, up that a notch. So, yeah, just trying to do that, like I said, May, June, and July, stuff might be going down, so keep an eye out, stay spiritually updated, and keep on chanting and manifesting. Love y'all. Peace.